Hey everyone, it's Nicole from Wicky. Welcome to the Punter's Preview podcast for the finals, week one. Holy shit, that 27 weeks. I can't say it flew by, but just so much has happened in the last 27 weeks. Obviously, if you guys have been following us on our journey, you can Google Wiki Linktree to see the page that you see in front of you over here. All the links to our social media, our Discord, our preview articles, our data tools, everything is free to check out. We do have Wiki Premium, which we had to make halfway through the season, which is paid, but look, it's the end of the season. I'm not going to plug that, but yeah, a lot of exciting plans for a couple of new sports that we're going to add to the stuff that we do, and a whole bunch more for BBL this summer and NRL and AFL both going to 2024. But I'll save that for another time because there is a lot to go through. Both, I'm going to do like a really, really quick recap of last week, and then I'm going to go into the finals, all 4 games, try scorer plays. You guys know that I kind of discussed the plays on this podcast, but then obviously the Punter's Preview article, which will most likely come out Thursday lunchtime or so, guys. That has all the picks in it, has all the prices. But look, I'll talk you through this stuff one last time, but yeah, this will obviously be updated with finals week 1. The Punter's Preview article come out on Thursday, most likely. The odds comparison tool is already live for you guys to check out. DraftStars, the sort of paid fantasy sports company, they will have pretty big, I think they've got $15,000 contest for Friday night, Broncos v Storm, which is going to be pretty exciting, and a whole bunch of resources to make you or help you make sense of the stuff that we do. And obviously, if you could follow and like us on our socials and share it across with your mates, it'd be awesome. So again, Google Wiki Linktree to see what's on the page in front of you. I'm going to get straight into it, guys. Look, there are good weeks. Oh no, I've got the wrong article up. 1 second. There we go. So there's with what we do, right? I'm trying to pick out try scorers at big odds, right? Like 34s, 51s, 81s, whatever. And a good week is usually when we nail a couple, right? You nail a $61 shot and an $81 shot and you're good. It's been a good round. It makes up for most of the other plays for the weekend. But honestly, for the last couple of weeks, we've had a couple of quiet weeks with the picks in the article. And as you guys know, there's Wiki Premium. They pay for earlier access. They get quite a few more tips, and we get the best prices, right? And then whatever makes the article is usually what's left. And there's still a lot of value left, but we've been getting pretty unlucky in the last couple of weeks, and it's been frustrating. And I thought to myself, oh man, it's round 27. Like, we've had such a good couple of years now, and we've grown so much this year. I don't want to end the season like on a low, right? Of a couple of quiet weeks. Let's just say this was not a quiet week. There are good weeks, and there are weeks where honestly you'd think I was making this up, but but I'm not. I'm going to talk you through it. So let's very quickly go through. So this was Thursday night. I was in Brisbane for the Sport Tech, like the Aussie Sport Tech Conference. Wiki is part of the Accelerator program. Really excited to network with all these people, and as I keep telling you guys, I run Wiki full time. I've got all these dreams of what to do with the company, right? Anyways. At the end of it, though, I am a footy fan. I love rugby league. So I had the conference, had a few beers after it, headed over to the Caxton. Awesome experience. Walked into Suncorp as I'm literally about to, I think I bought a beer and I was walking to the seats. Tom Flegler goes over. Imagine the first try the whole weekend and you've tipped it at $67. Absolutely freaking amazing start to the week. And the stuff that I'm going through is just from the article. On top of that, in this game, we had Fo Longo. I picked up, like, he was on the Storm bench. I didn't know who he was. So I did a bit of Googling, realized he's an outside back. He was $34 on one of the bookies to score the last try. So I tipped that to the premium guys on the Tuesday. That got up as well. So last try scorer 34 is Fo Longo. So this was an amazing start to the week for everyone, right? Really good start to the week. Being there live as well, you can't beat that. Next up, Manly v Tigers. So in this game, we had Jakey Trebojevic, anytime try to score at 11s get up. It was his 200th game. I think it was Cherry Evans. Yeah, Cherry Evans literally made a break. He was about to score, sees Jakey next to him, and Jakey's screaming, give me the ball. And he does. Gets over at 11s. Awesome. And again, Wiki Premium, we had Kepaoa, who was named on the wing, I think, an hour before the game. Long story short, he scored the last try. I think it was at 29s or something ridiculous as well. So far, it has been an amazing week. You know, the tips of the article getting out. The premium guys are getting a few extra tips. Coruscant scored the second try, I think, at 15s. We had first, second, or third try Coruscant 15s as well. So it's 2 games in, and it has been a ridiculously good weekend, right? Moving on. Third game, Sam Walker. In the article, you see it right there. Last try scorer 34s. He does it and he holds on. 3 games in, and we've won 3 tips in the article, all at juicy odds. And the premium guys won another couple on top of that, or 3 on top of that at really good odds. Dolphins Warriors, I don't think there was anything in this game. So quiet game, whatever. I'll move on. Panthers Cowboys, this was a little bit annoying. So Griffin Neem gets up. He was here. Where did I type it? I said, we've added Griffin Neem, $61 sports bet, first try score, second half. He gets it, right? And I go back to the article. I realized I forgot to put it in here. So a lot of people missed it, but it was in the article. It was a tip, and Neem gets up at 61s. And now already at this point, this weekend's it almost sounds like you'd be making it up, right? Like if you guys hadn't followed Wicky for the last few weeks or last couple of seasons that I've been doing this article, doing this podcast, built this community, you just think this guy's making this shit up. You can't be tipping that many. But wait, there's more. 7:30 p.m. I'd had a few beers by this point. I'm enjoying the game on the couch. Jacob Saifidi goes over, first try of the match at $67 odds. And now it genuinely sounds like I'm lying, right? We don't even celebrate the anytime try scorers, but Maju and Ravalawa got up. Awesome. Okay. So already, I reckon this is pretty close. We had an amazing magic round. I think we had like similar, like 4 or 5 try scorer plays get up or whatever. So far, we've already hit 4 huge plays in the article and a couple outside, or 3 outside the article as well. And you're thinking, can't get any better. But I kind of had a feeling like, I don't want to say it because we're an analytics company, but I still feel like, I don't want to jinx it and stuff. But these weird games where there's like nothing to play for, it's like a Sunday Arvo and stuff, that we just end up hitting like a really good try score in these games more often than not. It's just really strange. I didn't want to say anything. And then the Titans v Bulldogs game comes up. And honestly, this was just weird. Okay. Firstly, Kieran Foran, first, second, well, he scores the first try. So we win anytime try score at 5s, 2+, we win first try score at 34s, and first, second, or third try at 14s. That all gets up in 1 try, right? He then scores the second try. So 2+ tries at 41s gets up. So from Foran scoring the first 2 tries of the game, we get up on like a $5 play, $14, 34, and 41. This is just, it's ridiculous at this point, right? Second half of the game, honestly, I zoned out a little bit, right? Like we just won so many plays. I was having so much, but it was a shit game, right? So I'm kind of like on the Discord chatting away, half not paying attention. And then finally, like the Dogs score a try in the corner, like the right-hand corner. And it was kind of one of those plays where it's like you don't see the player. He just comes up out of nowhere, puts the ball down, gets given a try. And it would like look like there might have been a knock on in like the lead up or whatever. And he looks around, it's Curtis Morin. And I'm like, holy shit, no way. And this was the biggest, like the biggest win I've ever had as a punter. I was on at the 67s originally. And as I said, he on game day got up to 91. So we do count this at 67s because that's what was the price when we tipped it. But a lot of the premium guys I know got on at the 67s initially, got on at the 91s on game day. It was tipped in the article. A ton of people that, as I say, everything's free. It's on the Discord. It's in the article. People got on, I'm thinking, at 91s on game day as well. Absolutely unbelievably good. Like, what a nice way to finish off the season. Let's not talk about this game. Nothing got up in this game. But anyways, let's move on. But yeah, like obviously, guys, thank you for all your support. We've grown the community. I keep saying 300 to just over 3,000 now in this NRL season. So pretty much smack bang on 6 months. Google Wiki Linktree, this article, our odds comparison to our Discord, everything is free to check out. But yeah, I'll stop there. I'll get into this round. So week 1 of the finals, guys. I'm going to like shoot through team changes because it's going to kind of be a little bit annoying to go through all of them. But basically, both teams are full strength here. So Carrigan and Reynolds both had injury clouds. They've made it. Hughes has been named as well. This is Friday night, 7:50 p.m. Should be good to go. There is the Storm streak of like, they've only lost, I think it's like 3 games of their last 20 odd or whatever. I don't know. It's a ridiculous streak by the Storm. I reckon that honestly doesn't mean too much because this game, the Broncos are at home. They're both teams are well rested, but the Broncos are at home. They've got the game back together. And honestly, you look at this Storm team and you got I think the only thing that worries me is the X factor of Pappenhausen. But aside from that, like there's a lot of guys who have done the job but don't really put fear into the heart of the opposition. You got like young Tonopea, Seve, then you've got like Trent Leero. Their pack has guys like Eisenhuth and Garlic and like Josh King. And like if you compare that to the Broncos team, I feel like it's pretty stacked. Actually, I look at their bench and it's honestly not as impressive. So, okay, I kind of get that. But you look at the Broncos starting side and it just feels like a premiership outfit, like a lot of origin experience. They probably don't have like the big names. Like you don't go, oh, Munster, Hughes, Grant. But just looking at their overall squad playing at home, I reckon they'll cover the 4.5 or whatever the point line is. Moving on, guys. Panthers, Warriors. So again, with this, I think pretty much everyone except for Luai across both teams is playing in this. Sorry, Luai and Metcalf, both the 5'8s are missing. I cannot see anything except for the Panthers smacking the Warriors here. Unfortunately for the Warriors, it's another one where when you actually sit down and look at their side, as you can see on your screen over here, aside from like obviously Watene Zelezniak's had a career year, Nickel Clockstad's been great. Sean Johnson, no one thought he would play as well as he has, but he's been incredible. Wade Egan has really sort of like cemented his spot as like the hooker for the Warriors, but like genuinely one of the class hookers at the comp. But I think aside from Adam Fulnor-Blake, who's arguably or like equal best in his position or top tier, and Johnson, who's played out of his socks, you couldn't really say a lot of these guys are like genuinely top tier players in their position. Whereas you look at the Panthers team and you're just like, oh, wow. And also the fact that the Panthers are playing at home and there's like a week break. I don't know. There's just too many reasons for me to say like the Panthers win 13 plus here. Going down, Sharks and the Roosters. So the Sharks, Connor Tracy had a bit of an injury scare, but he's named at fullback. Will Kennedy is in the extended reserves. Don't know what the Sharks are going to do there. My sort of gut feeling with this game, so Joey Manu has been named, but he does have that hammy concern, but he is there. Daniel Tupou is out. Walker's been playing well in the last couple of games. Brandon Smith has finally hit form late in the season. But again, my feeling with this game is like Roosters have done everything to get to this point, whereas the Sharks have actually hit a bit of run of form in the last few weeks when they had their down period earlier. I reckon the Sharks win at home. It is pretty much 50-50 in terms of the odds. $1.90 each pretty much for this game, but I reckon the Sharks just get the job done. And then the Knights Raiders, I won't talk too much about this game because we're doing a podcast with Jacob from Tripod and Jimmy Smith and a couple of other sort of mini pods with Jacob from Tripod and also Clarkey. And I'm going to be discussing a lot of this stuff on those podcasts as well. But to put it simply, the Knights playing at home, 4 p.m., not only are they on top of their game and they've got Hastings and Ponga back and a full strength lineup, on the other side, you've got a Raiders side with Frawley in the halves, Whiten at center. You got a left edge of Frawley, Whiten, and James Schiller who have not played together, not used to defending in these positions together. And then you've got you got Gagai, Frizzell, Dom Young up against them. That is just going to be ridiculous. And that's not even mentioning that Ponga, Fitzgibbon, Best are like a lethal left. Marju are lethal on that left edge. I reckon the Knights put up a cricket score. Cannot see them losing. That's it. That's all. That's enough in terms of what I think will happen with the results. What I'm going to do, so this is the premium odds comparison tool, guys. Obviously, you guys can check out the free one or free version of this. I'm just going to very quickly go through each game and see a couple of the picks that stand out. So if you do like betting on wingers, you've got a lot of picks. You've got Warbrick, Coates, and Cobbo are all great value compared to what our model thinks they should be priced at or what they are priced at. So don't worry about, oh, it's a final, there might be lower scoring. Remember, our model takes into consideration the pre-game line and total. So our model knows that there's whatever the total is for this game, we feed that into it. So don't stress about that. But Warbrick, Coates, and Cobbo, all three of them on 365 at the best price, $2.55 for Warbrick and Coates, $2 for Cobbo. In terms of some of the other players, Hughes at $4.75 on Unibet, and Farnworth at $3 on TAB and PlayUp. A couple of the other better prices in terms of anytime try scorer markets. For first try scorer, so I'm going to hide the bench players, a little nifty feature that we thought of recently for the premium OCT. for first try scorer markets, Harry Grant, 34s, first and last try on Bet365. Love that. And Kemi Kamika, who is first and last 67s on Dabble. Absolutely love that as well. I think that's it, guys, in terms of plays for this game. First, second, or third try scorer. I'm just trying to think if anyone stood out. Sorry. No, not really. And then there's first try scorer, second half. Kobe Hetherington, 61s on Sportsbet. That was the other standout player that I liked. All right, Panthers, Warriors, model value. There's a couple here. So To'o is $1.80 on TAB. Taruva is $2.25 on BetR. And then that's for anytime try scorer, guys. For first try scorer, Tohu Harris has scored a couple of tries recently through the ruck. 67s on Top Sport and Dabble. It's decent. And then again, the wingers. Taruva, 11s on BetR. To'o, 850 on BetR. Neokore. So I'm just going to have a quick look here. So who is it? Neokore, the right side. Yeah, there you go. So Neokore, the right side back row, and for the left side back row, both for the Waz. And Wade Egan, actually, are all 51s first try scorer. And Adam Fanua-Blake. There's a lot of guys that are a good price. So Ford and Neokore, 51s on Neds. Egan is 51 on PointsBet. And Fanua-Blake is 51s on 365. That'll be for first and last. Some of the more interesting prices for this one. And FTS second half. No one really stands out here, I don't think. Nope. I reckon Curran could be an interesting one if he's still a good price. Nah, he's not. If you find Currans for 51s late in the game, he could be playing on an edge. That could be a good one. Next game, guys, Sharks v. the Roosters. Billy Smith, $4.25 is our model's favorite value pick for this game on Unibet to score any time. Sione Katoa is $2.30. Our model loves that to score a time and time on Neds. And aside from that, we've got first try scorer market. Again, with the wingers, $10 on BetR. Ronaldo Mulatalo. The other one I like is Trindle, 34s, FTS and LTS on Bet365, guys. Market value. So this is basically comparing the best bookie against the second best bookie. Nothing really stands out here. And then first try scorer, second half. Who do we have? No one really outstanding. I think Hazelton could be exciting, but 41s is kind of borderline. He's that price on BetR and on PointsBet. Last game, guys. As I said, I think the Knights will absolutely smash the Raiders. We ignore rookies. Our model doesn't deal well with rookies, and Puru's only played a couple of games, I think. So just moving on. Dane Gagai is on the right side for the Knights, up against that Frawley, Whiten, and James Schiller edge. He's amazing odds according to our model. He's got an amazing matchup, both in terms of team and defensive edge. That is by far the play of the week. $3.40 on Neds. Dane Gagai to score a try anytime. Hastings at 650 on Sportsbet is our second probably favorite pick. Again, I think he plays right side, but regardless, he's got a couple of tries this year. He's coming back from injury up against a hapless Canberra Raiders. I think that's a great play. And then you got Marju at $1.66 on Top Sport. So there are a couple of our favorite anytime try scorer plays. There's a ton of juicy high odds try scorer plays in this one. So you got Hastings, $41 on BetR first try scorer. And then you've got Zach Wolf at $76 Sportsbet and Joey Tapine, 67s on Dabble and BetR, both for first try scorer. And then you'll have first try scorer second half. Emre Gula. I've been tipping him all year. First try scorer second half, $101 on Sportsbet. And the other one, Tom Starling, $67 on Sportsbet. I'm going to back him in. I reckon one last time because I think this is the Raiders season, unfortunately. But there you go. That's those are some of the try scorer picks. So just to recap, guys, we're going to have, as I said, the show with Tripod and Jimmy Smith. That'll be tonight, Wednesday night. This Punters preview episode that I'm doing, that'll be a video and audio podcast episode. That'll be out tonight as well. So you got those two things. What else do we have? We've got the Punters preview article. That'll go out for everyone around lunchtime tomorrow. I'm just going to flesh the whole thing out, have a write-up, explain my reasoning, everything. You'll see it around midday on Thursday. It'll be live for everyone. The full write-up, all the picks. It's going to be awesome. After that, I'm going to do some Some stuff with Winnie from Tripod and Clarky, as I said, that we'll put out sort of across Thursday and Friday. So, but if you Google Wicky Linktree, you'll see all of this stuff for free. It'll all be on here, and it is going to be an amazing month. I'm going to be pumping out this stuff with the guys, with both Jacob and Clarky. Obviously, a lot of my own stuff for the try score stuff that we do. And as I said, the main thing, honestly, the thing that I realized that is going to be what we want to grow long term. We're going to be growing for more sports. We're going to do super coach and fantasy stuff and a whole lot of other stuff going forward. All of that is on our Discord. You see that over here for free. We have genuinely like a community where we've got hundreds of people chatting footy on the weekend. And as I'm saying, I've got plans to go out across AFL, NBA, etc. So anyways, guys, I'm going to sign off. Good luck. Good luck. Gamble responsibly. Enjoy the weekend. And I'll catch you next week.